Hello, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombie.
And this is our review of the NECA Ultimate Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood Jason Voorhees action figure. And man, I've been waiting on this one for years. When they started making Ultimate figures, I was like, man, I want them to make a Part 7 Ultimate. And then they showed it off and then kept getting delayed because of the lawsuits and everything. But I guess the lawsuit doesn't apply to the later movies, they found out or something, so they were able to release this one finally. So that's really cool. I ordered this one on Walmart. It's really annoying because I've seen people online getting it, and everybody's getting it. It's like, man, I want it.
Where's mine?
Yeah. And finally got it. I guess better late than never. But I mean, it's still kind of early, but still, when there's like 20 reviews up already, it's like, man. But yeah, it's a really cool picture on the box. Jason, and I don't even remember her name. I know she's got the psychic powers. Yeah, I forget her name.
Petunia.
Yeah. But there's a picture on the side, pictures of the figure on the back, a little description there if you want to read it. Same picture over there. Then you open it up. And there's a nice picture of the figure. And there he is with all of his stuff.
So much stuff.
Lots of cool looking stuff. Some stuff that none of the other Jasons have come with. Well, let's open him up. We were just talking and we were thinking, these may have been sitting around for a while, waiting for them to be able to release them. Because it seems like NECA's been using like the little plastic things you have to cut off. But these are the black wires that they used to use. And also one of them just kind of snapped real easily, as if it was old. So I don't know, maybe these figures have just been sitting around waiting until they were able to release them. You can see the background. It's got a picture of the lake and the dock. Okay, so there he is, opened up. And we're just looking over him a little bit, and he is amazing.
He's so cool!
He's definitely my favorite NECA Jason now.
Oh, hell yeah. He's so cool.
I was expecting that to happen because that's my favorite look for Jason. My favorite Friday the 13th movie is Part 6. But Part 7 Jason, which is this one, is my favorite look for Jason. The super zombified look. He just looks so cool. And they did an excellent job of capturing it. And it looks like he's got lots of good articulation that's not ugly. So I'm pretty happy with that. And his accessories are crazy. Like you're saying, some stuff that very different from some of the other stuff that we got with other Jasons, like the trimmer, whatever you call this, is like a weed whacker with a buzzsaw on the end of it.
A bushwhacker?
Yeah, cutting down branches or thick
underbrush
something.
Stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. But it looks really nice. And you got this weapon, well, tool, but you use it as a weapon. Never got that with Jason before. Piece of metal or something. I don't know. Yeah, a scythe. We might have got a scythe with one of them. I can't remember, but I don't think we got one shaped just like this.
That looks like a tie-down stake of some sort.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
so long
yeah.
since we've seen the movie, but that's what it looks like.
It does look like that, like for a tent or something. Okay, yeah. First I thought it was like a broken piece of metal. It's been a while since I watched it. Yeah, of course he's got his machete. He's got Michael's knife. He's got an axe. Jason uses an axe a lot too. And then he's got the alternate screaming head. And the alternate broken in half mask that he screams out of. And then
he says, "You broke my mask!"
2 alternate hands to hold the weapons. So man, this is cool. And of course this mask comes off. It's got the normal face under there, if you want to call that a normal face. And the chain. The chain from Part 6 that they tie him down to the bottom of the lake with, and then he breaks it in Part 7. Or, I guess, maybe the girl breaks it, actually. Or maybe she helped him break it. Something like that. She uses her mental powers to bring her dad up, but who died in the lake, but accidentally released Jason from being stuck down there. Okay, so we're gonna look at this guy because man, there's a lot going on him. One thing about Jason is usually He's got the cool mask, and then that's it. The rest of his clothes are kind of boring, just some brown or gray, blue pants, whatever.
It's like work clothes.
Yeah, boring shirt. But this one, there is a lot to look at over his entire body. So that's one of the reasons this is one of my favorite looks for Jason. Well, it is my favorite look for Jason. And all the rips in the clothes are really awesome. And I love the glossiness they put over his skin. Makes it all look slimy and gross.
Like he's a lake man.
Yeah. And all of his bones showing through. That was when I was a kid, that was like one of my favorite things, is when you see him walking from behind, you see his spine and ribs through there.
Mm-hmm. I really like the spine, and I like his knees sticking out too. Those are pretty cool.
I like it a lot. And you can see his ribs a little bit, and bones in his hand. It looks so cool. Man, I just love the rips. And you were mentioning how like they put the ripped pants over top of this, like it's a separate piece, which is cool.
It's like a rubbery piece that's over top of the leg, and it actually like goes up into the knees, like around the top of the knees, and makes them look nice and bent.
I think it's just good for the figure too, because if this was just one sculpted piece, it probably wouldn't look as nice. Mm-hmm. Man, it looks so good. I'm just loving this figure. He rips all over the back. And the mask looks cool too.
His arms, it's sculpted on, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's sculpted.
Because it still looks really good there, but I would say that the legs look a bit better.
No, that's separate too.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's just glued. It's either glued on or it's just tighter.
Tighter, yeah.
I like the masks too. Look, when I was younger, whenever I drew Jason, I drew this mask. I like to draw the cracker, the axe chop.
Little cut, yeah.
And then this broken piece here, I would often draw that. But, I mean, I like other versions of Jason, too. I'd say, like, part 2... Or not part 2. Part 3 and part 4, I always often picture that as Jason. But I also picture this one. Yeah, the mask looks really nice. I love the weathering on it. And then you got his ugly face. It's just gotta be the ugliest face he's had in any of the movies. Well, depending on what you consider ugly.
I think it's like the most grotesque.
Yeah, gross.
But there's some other ones that are pretty ugly.
Yeah, sometimes he's still got all of his skin on there, but he's just ugly. Deformed, inbred psycho from the woods head.
Makes you want to put a sack over his head.
And this one's more gross because he's all deformed and... I mean, not deformed, he's all decayed and zombified looking.
I really like that face.
Yeah.
We're probably always going to have his mask on, but it's cool that that face is under there.
I love the consistency they kept in this movie, too. You got the cut up there, and then you got the cut there. Well, I think it's from part 3 cut, and then that would be the part 4 cut. You kept them on there. They kept the chain from part 6. So that was pretty cool. Same basic clothes from part 6 as they're just all rotten. Or whatever you'd call, what do you call clothes? Tattered clothes.
Tattered, yeah, that's a good word for it.
But then you get to part 8, and they're just like, let's just, who cares about continuity anymore? All of his clothes grow back. I think his mask, because he just has his mask again. I forget. Part 8 has some cool, memorable moments, but man, they still need to make a part 8 one though. I just say it, like, he looks like this, and then the next one, it's like I just said, all of his clothes are healed. And he healed a lot. He doesn't look as zombified. Still a slight zombie look to him, but not much. But anyway. Well, I just want to mention this. You're talking about the knees there. How they did that's kind of cool. The articulation.
What about when he goes to space and then he's a robot man?
That's later on. That's a different movie studio.
I can't forget that movie.
I liked it. It was dumb.
It's so dumb.
It's really dumb.
I didn't say it was bad. I said that it was really, really dumb.
Yeah, it is really dumb. But it was just cool to see. Like Alien vs. Predator, I kind of... Well, those ones I don't like, but it was still cool to see an alien fighting a predator, even if the movie was bad. It was still cool to see that. Okay, so here's NECA's original Part 7, Jason. And I like this figure. I've pretty much ever since I bought it, I always had it out on display somewhere. Just because even though it wasn't very articulated, it just looks so good. And I still think this new one may blow it away in a lot of ways. But still, this one was pretty cool. I just always was hoping they'd make a Ultimate articulated one. Well, even before they were doing Ultimates, I was like, oh, I hope to make an articulated Part 7 Jason.
Sorry, his butt's making me giggle.
What?
Because he's got a perfect little round butt and it's brown only on his butt.
Oh.
Did he shit his pants?
I don't know.
He is really cool. I just never noticed that before.
But yeah, this one's really cool, showing off the spine and stuff like that. It's a lot bigger. The scale was just kind of odd on this one. This is almost like an 8-inch figure. What's face like? I forget. Yeah. They're both good in a way.
I would say I like the new one better, but the old one's still good.
The mask is definitely better on the new one.
Mm-hmm.
This one had gloves on. It looks like the Part 6 gloves. I don't remember if he had them on in Part 7 at all, but this figure doesn't have it, so maybe it doesn't. But yep, I've been always wanting to see these compared when this finally came out. And it's weird. It's weird seeing them. It's like they're the same thing, but they're so different.
Mm-hmm.
Well, way before that Jason, I had this old Macfarlane Jason, which is sort of a Part 7 Jason, but not really from any certain movie. They just sort of kind of like, let's just take the basic look of Jason, what we like, and make a figure. And not really make anything accurate.
What is up with that mask? I hate it.
It almost looks like they took a little bit from the, maybe Jason Goes to Hell and the beginning of Jason X or something. A little bit inspired that mask. I don't know. Because his head's all bumpy like those movies. Then his shirt's ripped in the back, but there's no spine. He's got like Freddy skin back there.
Mm-hmm.
Some black gloves. Blue shirt. So they definitely took some inspiration from Part 7, but other stuff they just kind of made up. It's just a goofy figure. But it was like the best thing back then. I switched the head to the screaming head, and then the broken mask has a little peg sticking to the peg hole in the back of his head to help keep that on there. And then there you can see it's like he's busting out of the mask like he does in the movie. And that was really cool. I don't know if I forgot, but I didn't even know it came with the busted mask like this until I got it and looked at the package. I'm like, ooh. It probably showed in the preview pictures and I just forgot. It's just, that figure's been delayed so many times I don't even remember. But that is, I like that a lot. I love the screaming head. And this broken mask looks really cool. So there he is with the trimmer, cutter, saw, whatever you want to call this thing. But that's cool. I like that very different weapon. And the saw can spin. So that's cool. And it's really nicely detailed too. Like all that detail in the engine and parts. It's really good. Little gas tank. Even the blade's like looks like kind of worn.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice.
Needs blood, needs blood.
It does. And here he has this tool, which I'm pretty sure is probably called a NECA swoosher wax. This one needs blood too.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it. Looks like it came from Home Depot with the orange. There he is with the bloody spike. Is that the only bloody weapon? I think it is.
Yeah, it's the only one. The axe looks like maybe
yeah,
it's supposed to be blood, but
there's a little bit of blood on it. But this is definitely the bloodiest one. It's got the scythe. That's also needs some blood on it. And the kitchen knife. There he is holding the axe. That looks cool. There he is holding the machete. I'll try to take a picture of him in the same pose as the original figure. See if you can do that, but it looks like you could probably do that. Let's do articulation. Head to pick it up. Head's on the ball joint, goes all over the damn place. Looks like the neck moved too. Well, the bottom of the neck, yeah, I think moved a little bit too. And up the shoulders. Decent there. It seems like it's hard to get to go out like that. A little tight. Then there's double joint at the elbow. And it spins at the top and bottom of that joint. Hinge and spin at the wrist. Then underneath of his rib cage, his ball joint there. And looks like there's a ball joint at the hips, or at the waist, I mean. Then at the hips, you can do that. Pretty good there. Then is that a double joint? No, single joint at the knee, but it goes almost 90. And it can spin, and this is really flexible, so that's good. And down at the ankle, I think it's a ball joint. It looks like there's a hinge and a ball joint, or something. Something down there. I can tilt, go back and forth, spin. So yeah, good articulation there. Overall, the figure's articulation is really, really good. 100 times better. Not 100 times better, but a lot of times better than the original NECA Part 7 figure. So there's all of the Ultimate Jasons lined up. The movies are in order. Video game Jason just kind of over here by himself because he's a weirdo.
He looks real out of place.
Yeah. But I put the other ones in order. Of course you got Roy Burns in there, but he's pretend Jason. But yeah.
Doesn't belong here.
That's a lot of Ultimate Jasons. And NECA said they were going to make them all, so I hope they keep doing that, assuming the legal rights let them. But it seems like it should. If they could do everything past... From what I understood, they could do everything past Part 1. Which the only Jason in that one is little kid Jason. So it seems like they should be able to finish off the Jasons other than the little kid. So that we need, what, Part 8? And then, what, Jason Goes to Hell. And then Jason X would need 2 figures. And I think that would be it. But I hope they get to him.
Mm-hmm.
It'd also be cool if they could make the Savini design Jason from the video game. But I think, if I remember correctly, there's some issues with that. Like, even if there wasn't the lawsuit or some kind of issues they'd have to deal with to make that one or something, I don't know. But it is cool looking, and I wish they could make a figure of it. And there is the Jason X figure, but we need an updated version. I think it's, was it Macfarlane? I think it's Macfarlane. Yeah, this is Macfarlane. With the little booty sticking out.
That's what I always remember about that figure, is him popping his booty.
Yeah. But yeah, it'd be cool to get him, even though he's like a superhero character in a way. Super villain, superhero type character. I don't know. So there's a whole bunch of NECA's Ultimate horror figures next to each other. And they really are getting just about all the main horror guys in Ultimate form, which is amazing. But there still are a few others they could get. Okay, so I absolutely love this figure. It's not just my favorite Jason figure, but it's also one of my favorite NECA figures that they've made. So that's really saying something, because I really love a lot of NECA figures. But he is just so well done, sculpted and painted. Well, sculpted articulation, everything is just insane, and the accessories. I love the options with the head and the mask. He's just so damn cool.
I mean, pretty much everything about him is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're a Jason fan, I think he's really, really worth it. Unless you don't like it when he starts turning into a zombie, which I guess I can understand that, but I like both versions.
You don't like it, I say psh.
Oh?
Said if they don't like it, I say psh.
Oh. But, yeah, I really, really like this figure. He is one of my favorite NECAs.
I really like him too. I think he's pretty cool.
Yep. I think I'm gonna have to take this off and give him a kiss. Good job being awesome. Miss Mischief, don't look at me like that. I love him. I ain't gonna give him a kiss at least. He's so damn cool. I need to kiss his spine because that's
You kiss everybody you think is cool?
Yeah. I'm gonna kiss his spine with my lipless face. Oh, you're so
just rubbing your teeth on his vertebrae.
It's such an awesome figure. Well, this is Mr. Cheese.
And I'm Zombie Cat.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Come on, Carrie, you walking tampon, use your powers. I'm trying, you old hag. Don't call me a walking tampon. What the hell are you doing? I'm trying to kill Jason with my powers. Well, try harder. You hit him with a pillow? Where did that even come from out here in the woods? I don't know. I'm just trying to make things fly at him. Well, could you maybe hit him with something a little more dangerous? Okay, I'll try. There you go. That's how you do it. What? You're on your own, idiot. Okay, I'm gonna do it this time. I got it. Something heavy. Something real heavy. Ah! At least your head landed on the pillow. I'm gonna go wash this blood off. Goodbye.
Hey everyone, this is Clementine, and I'm still not bitten. And you are watching Mr. Evilcheese and Zombie Cat. Don't be a shitbird and subscribe already.